Joining us now here at What She Said is Emily Ramshaw, who runs the Canadian division of Bumble, so Bumble Canada. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, you're going to tell us about the way people are connecting and meeting in today's age and the leading brand behind it all.
Sounds great. I'm excited.
So tell us about Bumble.
So Bumble was started in 2014 as a dating platform, a way to meet people via an app. The North Star of Bumble is that it is a safe space for women to connect with whoever they want to connect with online, and that our kind of end mission is to end misogyny online, which is like a big mission, but that's what we're working on.
Don't set an easy task for yourself.
I know.
But I mean, it's led by women.
Yes.
Employs 85% women.
Exactly.
And prioritizes its women users, as you mentioned. How does it do that?
So the entire idea of Bumble is that we create a safest space as possible on the internet. Kind of the idea of Whitney Wolfe Herd, who founded the company, was that she wanted to create a women's internet. And so we created a platform where women have to make the first move, whether they're connecting. And now we have a BFF platform to meet friends, and Biz, where you can network. But no matter what, women have to talk first. So it creates this element of control and right from the start, like a dynamic where women are in control and have to make the first move.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a stupid question.
Do it.
So
ask me so many questions.
There are a bunch of women on Bumble on this supposed new internet for women, and you want to run a business proposition by somebody. So which woman starts the conversation?
If it's between two women, anyone can talk first. Yes, it's only in heterosexual encounters that women have to talk first.
So I was going to ask how much of the business is what?
So dating is still the core of our platform. We have women who are dating women. We have men who are dating men. We have women who are dating men. And it runs the gamut. So, but we also have on the BFF platform, it's all women meeting women or men meeting men. And on Biz, it's everyone meeting everyone. But the great thing about having these three different platforms is the intentionality it sets. So, for example, if you're on date, you're there to find a date. Like, everyone knows that. It's very clear. If you're on BFF, you're there to look for friends. And maybe you just moved to a new city. Maybe you just had a baby and your life has changed and you're looking for a new social group. Maybe you just graduated and you're looking for a new social group. Whereas on Biz, the intentionality is, again, very clear. You are there to network with other people, whether it's you're looking for a mentor, whether you're looking for a job, whether you're looking for advice, whether you just want to get out there and meet other professionals who are around you. So it creates this dynamic where, because you choose, and it's not just like a free-for-all, there is this understanding amongst our users of what you're there for, which is really nice.
Well, and boy, have you got users, because Bumble launched in 2014 and now has more than 40 million users worldwide. That's like more than 10 million a year if you consider you launched sometime in the middle of 2014. So, I mean, the growth.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
It's really exciting. It's really exciting. And I can also tell you that we have more than 10% of Canadians on Bumble, which is crazy.
Really?
Yeah. And it's really nice because it just means that, because we are so mission-led and because we talk about our values so much, it's great to see the reception of that and that people understand it and want to be part of it, especially here in Canada. Our values of inclusivity and diversity and kindness and respect and integrity, all of those things align so well with, I think, what so many Canadians want out of a company.
So take us through something. So as we've said on Bumble, women always make the first move. If the match is a same-sex match, either person can start a chat within 24 hours of being matched. So then if a chat isn't initiated within 24 hours, what happens? The match expires?
Yeah. So it disappears.
Okay.
There's a couple things to kind of add on to that. So in Biz, you have 7 days because we realized that for that
business people are busy.
Yeah, and you might just not have the same urgency that you do
Right.
if you want to go on a date with someone. There's also, we have Bumble Boost, which is our paid model. So Bumble's free for everyone to use, but you can pay to subscribe to Bumble Boost, in which case you get to extend all of your matches as long as you'd like. But yeah, it's a way essentially to say, we think of Bumble, and because we're so careful about kind of policing the behavior on Bumble, we're very careful about any like hate speech, anything that would make anyone feel threatened, any pictures that are inappropriate, because we want to make it as though you're meeting someone in real life. No one's rude to you in real life. No one calls you like any of the terrible things that you might hear on another platform in real life. And so that same 24-hour thing kind of mimics that, like, okay, you've met someone, got to move on it.
That's a huge job, though. You must have a huge staff doing that, monitoring that.
Our customer service team is absolutely incredible. I have to say, it's the core of the business. All of that, taking care of our users is really everything to us.
Well, and you know what? I believe you, because this is, I mean, you hear people say that. They say they care about the end user and the result. But you just launched something that I think is amazing for the app, Snooze.
It's essentially like an out of office with an email. So any of your matches will see that I'm away from Bumble right now. I'm not going to respond and you can fill out the amount of time. And that means that you're not ignoring them. You're not ghosting them. You're just off.
Yeah.
And I think we've all kind of feel this like desire to kind of put the phone down sometimes. I know I do. And this is our way of acknowledging that not everyone wants to be online all of the time.
So how did you get to Bumble? Because you earned a liberal arts degree from McGill. You started your career at Flair, I believe. And then you helped establish an office for a coveteur in New York, and now Bumble. So this is...
It's been an interesting path. Yeah, I started in fashion as an editor and was in New York with Coveteur. And I came home back to Toronto to freelance for myself, essentially work as a writer, and ended up doing a lot more brand consulting than I expected. I think a lot of brands want an editorial or just digital point of view, which is what I had. And Bumble was one of my early clients, and it developed into an amazing, very organic relationship. And Canada kind of was a market that was doing really well. And I was able to come in and kind of help that along. And it's been really exciting to be part of a brand like theirs.
So what's your favorite part of the gig?
I think my favorite part is just hearing about real users' experiences on the app. A big part of what we do is get kind of inundated with these incredible stories of not even just people who have been married via the app or who have met a new friend on the app, but people who actually feel empowered to take their relationships on and like take control of their relationships because the app gives them that feeling of empowerment, which is so incredible to hear because that's the entire point.
Well, I mean, it's fascinating because we were joking about how these days we're getting hit on LinkedIn. It's like, how did that happen?
This is honestly why we started Biz, because we wanted to create it. I've also had that happen to me.
Yeah.
And this is a way for us to kind of like protect those relationships so that you like meet people for real.
Perfect. So where can people find the app? Just go to the App Store and look for Bumble.
Bumble and Biz, BFF, and Date are all on the same app. If you're not interested in dating and you just want to meet friends or network, you can hide date.
That's awesome. Emily Ramshaw, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.